How old is this guy?
It's about 12, 13 years old now.
Wow. Hi everyone, George here, and I'm with my new friend, Ole. We're going to take you around this amazing store which is called Unimati. I first visited here a couple of weeks ago, courtesy of Michael Mickelson, who introduced us. I did a quick Instagram post. It did really well. I think it got about 2,000 likes.
Extremely well.
Yeah, but honestly, guys, this is one of the most interesting and fascinating stores that I've ever filmed. A real gem. I'm actually over in Denmark quite frequently with Tropica, and this is only, what, 30 minutes drive from Tropica, so come here a lot more often, I think, in the future. We're going to do a workshop as well at some point soon, so that's exciting. But I'm going to give you a full tour. We're going to take you around pretty much every tank. There's about 160 tanks altogether, a huge variety of beautiful fish. Ole is going to do the commentary for us because you're the expert on the fish. I know more about plants than I do fish, so that's no problem. And yeah, I really hope you enjoy this one, guys. Real special one, quite long. Stay with it if you can. Okay, let's start off with my favourite aquarium in the store. One of the smallest, but one of the only kind of densely planted aquascapes.
Yeah, actually the single aquascape here in the store with the plants.
So how long has this been running?
It's been running for about 1.5 years now.
Wow, okay.
Actually, in the beginning we used Monte Carlo.
The carpeting plant?
Yeah, the carpeting plant, and at some point we wanted to try something else.
Yeah.
So we just let the moss grow out in a natural way.
Yeah.
And I really like it.
It's great, I love it. What species of moss is it?
It's the Christmas moss.
Okay.
All of it.
It's gone crazy, isn't it? I love it. And these crypts, is that Crypticor undulatus?
Undulatus red, yes.
Yeah, from Tropica.
And then we have some Rotala Hra in the back, combined with a little bit of green somewhere.
Looks great.
And then the fish, that is Posilia vingai, the Santa Maria strain.
Oh, wow.
I really love it.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice one.
Yeah, beautiful. And you've got loads of cherry shrimp, and I guess they're breeding in there?
Yeah, they are. And a few, I think there's 2 or 3 Amanos in there as well, somewhere.
And you've got CO2 injection?
Yeah.
Using the Tropica fertilizers?
Yeah, using both the fertilizers.
Okay, that's interesting. And is it a Blau aquarium? Or?
No, it's an Aquascape.
Okay, that's a Danish
manufactured. Yeah. It's about 80 liters.
Okay, so that's 20 gallons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have with the standard lighting in front, normal, what is it called? SMD?
LED,
LED.
Yeah.
And at some point we needed some more coloration on the HRA.
Yeah.
So we used the JMB Aqualight LEDs.
Nice.
So it's a stronger light in there.
Doing a great job.
Yeah.
Perfect. And so what sort of water changes are you doing in here?
I should say once a week, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not the main. Sometimes so many plants in there.
Yeah, we don't. I think we do it once every 2 weeks now, about 30%. I prefer to do it every week. Yeah. But because sometimes we're busy.
Yes.
And we forget.
Of course.
Okay. And then fertilization is pretty much every day.
Every day, okay.
Yeah.
Just a couple of squirts?
I think I take about 4 squirts of the green and 2 of the brown.
At the same time?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Cool. Okay, let's move over to from the smallest to, well, one of the smallest to the biggest.
To the biggest, yeah.
So this is 3,000 litres.
Yeah.
Which is about 750 gallons.
Yeah.
Home to some beautiful vieja. Look at this. So
yeah, with the
this guy, how old is this guy?
It's about 12, 13 years old now.
Wow. And you had these as babies?
Yeah, I did. And then a customer had them for about a year and a half or something, and I got them back. So they're pretty much family.
Oh, wow.
But they're getting old now, as you can see on this one. They're getting blind, so but still nice.
They're beautiful. The colours are just fantastic.
Yeah.
And how long will these live for then? So 13 is quite old, right?
Yeah, I think normally we say about 12, 15 years for a Central American cichlid, for the big ones.
Yeah.
But these are these have really been trying something else, you know. So
Yeah.
I think it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think. And these what we call red hooks, I think.
Yeah, red hook, silver dollars. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why you can't have any plants in here, I guess.
Yeah. Actually, they're all herbivores in
Yeah.
here, so.
Yeah, nice big
I like the red hooks. Always funny is people thinking they're piranhas. And
similar shape, aren't they?
Yeah.
The Caracin family?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you've got the flagtails here?
The flagtails, yeah. Just a few of them. A little bummed out because some of the Virgas bred here about 2 weeks ago, so
okay.
that hurts a little, even though it's 3,000 liters. So
Yeah.
we had 3 pairs breeding at once.
Wow. And is this another Vieja?
Actually, it should be, but I think it's in it's a Bacardi. I can't remember where they put it now.
Okay.
Usually it was ex-Cyclosoma.
Okay.
I can't remember where they put it now. They keep changing the Central American genus all the time. I can't keep up. And then we have the Verja Heterosbilla. Also,
Towards the back?
yeah. That's a stunning Verja, I think.
Beautiful. And the flagtails, are they algae eaters as well?
Yeah. Those guys keep the algae down in this aquarium alone. There's no catfishing or anything.
No catfish.
So they just keep on kissing the front glass and everything else. So,
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's take a step back so people can kind of see a sense of scale of how big this tank is.
Yeah, it's 3 meters wide and 1.5 meters deep and
Wow.
70 centimeters high.
Okay, so 10 feet by 2 and a bit feet. Yeah, pretty big.
Yeah.
And what's the filtration system?
That's a background filtration.
Okay,
So-
let's talk about the background filters. So tell everyone a little bit about part of your company and this kind of rock solid, is it?
Yeah, the rock solid backgrounds is a huge part of our store as well.
So most of your aquariums have got this kind of.
Yeah, with the rock solid backgrounds, and all our aquariums are running like your aquarium back home, separately. We don't have any central filtration or anything else. So what we do is we have filled up the whole space behind the background with one big filter.
Can we see that in action anywhere?
We can try.
We can kind of get a glimpse here.
Yeah.
So it's actually like a hollowed out background there, and that is full of media.
Actually,
right?
we can see one in the other part of the store.
Okay, let's
It's
go.
easier.
Yeah, let's have a little wander through.
You want to have it now? Or?
Yeah, let's go and have a look.
Okay, we can. It's
We're going to do this in one take.
yeah.
This is the Hardscape section. I will talk about more about this later.
Yeah.
This is probably worth a video on its own. It's the Hardscape.
We're just having fun.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to show the background filtration in this Blau cubic, grand cubic aquarium because it's open.
Wow, look at that.
So here we have the rock solid background as well, and then we have the whole filtration system behind it. So in
it's
the front,
so it's an artificial background which
Yeah.
looks
Made
really,
in,
really realistic.
yeah,
Hand
made in
painted, I guess.
made in fiberglass, and they used epoxy coating and paint. So actually the only thing you can see in the front is the 2 inlets in the right side where we get the water in.
Okay, let's have a look at that. Trying to be as smooth as I can.
Yeah.
There we go. So
We have the
there's
2 inlets
there.
where we get the water in behind the filtration, behind the background.
So the water goes in there.
Yep. And then there's nothing to see out here.
Okay.
No visible technique
No,
or
really nice.
anything.
You can hide that with decor or plants really easily.
Yeah. And then we
here
have
go.
the whole
We've got
filtration
loads
system.
Got loads of.
I can kill this light. Yeah, I think. Maybe. Yep.
There we go.
Did that help?
That's better.
Cool.
So loads of biological filtration.
Yeah, those bioelements here, they actually take up about 2/3 of the space behind the background.
Okay.
This filtration media just keeps on running and running and running.
So this to me looks similar to K1 media, which is popular in the UK for ponds.
Yeah, these are a bit heavier, so they are sinking.
Okay.
That's pretty important for a background filtration, that the bioelements are sinking, so they won't rise up.
Okay.
Because water takes the fastest way. So if it's rising up from the bottom, you get all the water not coming through the filtration media.
Wow. Okay. And then this is the kind of more mechanical.
Yeah,
side of
this
things?
actually this sponge is only used to keep these in place.
Ah, okay.
So there are small holes between the sponge and the background, because if this one ever dirts up, or what you call it in English,
Yeah,
you'll have
gets
a
clogged
serious
up, yeah.
clogged up. You have a serious problem,
Yeah.
because if you remove this one, everything
yeah.
is needs to be replaced.
Okay.
So this will never clog up. And then we have some filter cotton, just to take the small
Yeah.
particles
Yeah.
during the first year or something.
Okay.
And then, of course, some sponge again to keep the cotton away from the pumps. And
Where does the water come out then?
through the hose here.
Okay.
And then we usually always take the tube.
Yeah, tube.
Yeah,
the
tube.
hose.
Yeah, the hose over the background, so we can always change direction of the inflow.
Yeah.
Depending on how we decorate the aquariums.
Perfect.
And the reason why we do it this way is that we get an angle downwards with the water flow.
Yeah.
So as you can see in my aquariums in the store, I have never even cleaned the bottom of my aquariums, because the filtration use it. It does it.
And tell people how often you clean your filters.
Never.
And how old are they now?
3.5 years now, and I have had some running for 8 years.
8 years and never cleaned.
Never cleaned.
So they're almost self-sustaining.
Yeah,
And they
just change the water.
change the water, and you don't get a build-up, an excess build-up of organics just because it's kind of looking after itself. It's decomposing itself.
Yeah, it's
like a
taking care of
natural
itself.
cycle. Okay.
It's like I tell people, well, you don't get any state that wants to clean up a whole lake or something. Why should you?
Yeah.
The point is, let nature do the working, but we need to change water.
Yes. And what's
Always.
your kind of recommended water change schedule?
1/3 every week.
1/3 every week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you're sure.
Okay, let's have a look at some of this rock solid product. So we've got different types of aesthetics. So we've got almost like a volcanic rock kind of effect here.
Yeah, with the T-Rex.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then we've got another kind of style. And then I really like this kind of root style here.
Yeah, with the tree trunk down here.
I can imagine some like discus and tetras, that kind of aquascape
Yeah.
with this one. And then you've got some, I mean the detail, it looks so natural.
Yeah, it does.
Really, really lovely.
I really love them. This is the flat one.
Yeah.
I don't like that one that much.
No.
I want to have some more livelihood in them.
And then you can obviously use your gravel and your sand to kind of match the colour and the textures and
Yeah.
make it look really, really natural.
And also we can see them in the aquariums, where you can see that all the fish, people say that a background takes up a lot of space in the aquarium.
Yeah.
My thesis is that if you have a fish that can't be in your aquarium, if you have a background, the fish is too big for your aquarium anyways.
Yeah.
But the point is, because we use so many backgrounds, you can see it in there, we can have more fish in the aquarium with a background, because they use the whole height of the aquarium. They can seek refuge in the small craters.
That makes sense. You've got like overhangs and
Yeah.
and that's really cool. It's just kind of show this depth that you've got here.
So that's probably a good thing with the background. That keeps people from not putting too big fish in the aquarium.
Yeah.
And we like that.
Yeah. I'm just panning around to show you the Hardscape because it is epic, the selection. We've got all, there must be, what, 10 types of wood that you have?
36?
36 types of wood?
Yeah, I think it's 36 now.
That's pretty
Well, I reckon some of them are the same with
Yeah.
different names, but
Yeah.
I think it's 36 now.
It's incredible. I love the way you kind of display it as well on the white blankets, just to like show the contrast. And people
Yeah.
can handpick obviously what they want.
Yeah, because there's so many different to choose from, so I think it's a nice and orderly way to present it.
It's insane.
So you don't get too confused.
Aquascape is heaven in here. Perfect. Look at all these stone. How many stone types do you have?
Oh, I can't remember that one. 20?
20 types of stone.
I think.
You've got all the classics like Dragonstone, Mini Landscape Rock,
Yeah.
Millennium Stone.
Millennium, and we got the Samurai here. We got Black Rock, a little bit of Frodo.
What's this? Like a little mini pond.
Yeah, that's the patio ponds. Well, sometimes I win some, sometimes I lose some. I thought it would be a nice little touch in Denmark to have these patio ponds with a little bit of water and everything else. No.
No one's interested.
Nope.
Okay, you've got some kind of regular substrates here. Obviously, Tropica being. We're only 30-minute drive from Tropica headquarters here.
Mm-hmm.
It's different soils, different fertilisers, fish food, kind of regular dry goods. But this is not why we're here. We're here mainly to see the fish. So I don't know where to start. Let's go back this way. So we've got. So these are 750 litres.
Yeah, 720.
720 litres. So that's about 160 gallons or so.
I have no idea.
Yeah. For our American friends.
And here we have
some more
also my own fish with the Cyclosoma bucorti and also Vira regani, some small ones that I'm feeding up to see if I can get some breeding pairs. They're pretty hard to get your hands off in Denmark. So.
Okay. And you're breeding these, right?
I hope so.
Yeah.
At some point.
But you have some. I'll show you the guys later. You've got like a separate room dedicated to kind of fish that you've bred.
Yeah, and also we feed them up back home. So
we've got a bit of a planted aquascape going on here.
Yeah, also in the 720 liters. Not going so well for me, but I ran out of nitrate and phosphate.
There you go. So that's the result of the plant growth, and I guess you're getting some denitrification from the filter?
Yeah, from the filter as well. That was my conclusion.
Still looks great. I mean, you've got a little bit of cyanobacteria, but only, I can't really see that in the video, so that's okay.
Yeah, everything looks good on video.
Okay, some more cichlids here.
Yeah, also Vera, Argentea, and some heroes.
All South American?
Central American. Yeah, Central, and the heroes are South American.
Yeah. And the substrate looks immaculate, and you never clean it.
Never.
You never clean the sand.
No.
So that is because of the outlet, right? Pointing down.
Yeah, and also
a little bit of kind of just a little cleaning up the crap from the.
Yeah, and the inlets are so close to the substrate, so you don't have to fight with gravity.
Yeah, I can't even see.
The inlets are a little bit maybe.
Yeah, you can just see it there in the corner.
So you don't have to fight against gravity. So all the dirt will just go into the filter and stay in there.
Yeah.
And they get decomposed.
These are beautiful, aren't they? What are these?
Those are Auchenoglanis occidentalis, giraffe catfish, I think.
Where are these from?
Those are from Africa. Have a wide range of distribution in Africa.
Wow.
They get to be about 40 to 70 centimeters long, depending on the variation of them.
They're very big then.
Yeah, I had two big ones that I lost, unfortunately, to white spots in the 3,000 liters.
Wow.
So those were meant to go over there, but since they started breeding, I don't dare to do it. Those are heroes, Iphasiatus from Paraconi, so they get to be about 20-25 centimeters. South American cichlid.
Okay.
It's going to be so beautiful, turning all blue.
Wow.
Yeah. So
how old are these now then?
I reckon they're about almost a year now, I think.
Okay.
Maybe.
Beautiful. It's so natural. That background just really sets it off, doesn't it?
Yeah. Also, the catfish love the background.
Yeah, they just blend in. I only just noticed them at the end. So this is an interesting. So now we're on to African cichlids.
Yeah, to the Malawis.
Yeah, look at this. This is so realistic. I love that coating of algae. I have a cichlid aquarium at home. Yeah,
and it's very nice aquarium.
Thank you. Doesn't look as natural as this though. Look at these. So what species are these?
These are with the Sortopheus perspicax, the formerly known as Indumba red top. And then we have some Melanochromis interruptus in there, and a few Mangano that needs to be put over to another aquarium. Okay. But there are not that many fish in here anymore, so they're getting a bit shy.
Okay, yeah, they like to be quite big groups, don't they? And then we've got some more.
And here we have, Demasoni.
Is this real rock or is this?
No, those are modules as well, artificial.
Artificial. It looks so realistic. bet the viewers wouldn't be able to tell unless we said. And don't tell me these are artificial as well, these rocks.
Yeah, they are. No, that one is real.
The one at the bottom that looks rubbish compared to...
The other ones are artificial. So it's a cool way to have big boulders in the aquarium.
Yeah, because you can actually lift them and not worry about breaking glass.
Yeah.
That's great. So kind of more of the same, more cichlids. And we've got some more beautiful background style.
Yeah, with the cave in it.
Yeah.
And that's a funny thing with backgrounds. You can turn it two ways, you know. So this is the papua, rock solid papua background, where I've used it as a cave.
Yeah.
And if you take the aquarium next to it, you can see we have used it as a shelf.
Yeah.
It's the same background.
It's the same background.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, let's go back and show the viewers. So identical backgrounds on the right and on the left, but look at the, it's so different, and you've obviously the lighting's different.
Yeah, the lighting's,
and it just really shows how versatile it can be.
So it's a funny way to show people how the same background can be so different.
Yeah. Okay. Tropical 1 2 grow, good.
Oh yeah, in the fridge.
Representing, I love this section. I think I took a photo of this on my Instagram, this area. Just because it looks like every tank's been aquascaped. I love it. And yeah, so you've got live plants in most of these.
Yeah,
so now we're talking sort of more bread and butter, sort of community fish, tetras.
Yeah, different kinds of them. Some specialities, but mostly the known tetras, danios, corridoras.
Amazing. And so you're just using tap water?
Yeah. For
all your water changes?
Yeah, I do. So that's why some species we don't have. The licorice gouramis and chocolate gouramis. Yeah. Okay. I don't do that because I don't have the time, and I hate see fish that really isn't thriving.
Yeah, you're about getting the best out of the fish, aren't you? The best condition, the natural behaviour.
And show people that it can be easy to have an aquarium.
And so let's talk about the filtration on these then. So this is basically one huge giant sponge that fills the whole background?
Yeah, it is.
With air?
Driven by air, yeah.
And that just draws the water through, and then that acts as the mechanical and the biological filter?
Yeah. And then, as you know, a lot of plants grow easily on sponges and everything else. So my idea was to totally plant the sponge with plants. Yeah. But we are selling too many fish, so we keep ripping them off. So I forgot about that one. Yeah. But now we got some beautiful algae in some of them, and I really I love algae. I'm sorry to say.
Well, algae has its purpose. It's a natural thing. Actually, it will be helping to keep the water clear as well, because it's going to be exporting nutrients.
And it's a good food source for the fish.
Got a little coolie loach down
there. Got a lot of coolies at the moment.
So cool. I've never kept coolie loaches. Never kept them. Yeah.
Well, in your aquariums you won't see them again, I'm pretty sure.
Look at these rams, these look beautiful.
Yeah, and the titaya barb. You posted a picture of that earlier?
Oh, the cherry barbs,
yeah, cherry barbs,
great little fish, I love them. Really underrated.
Totally.
And you get that
but it's also because it takes time for them to colour up, like you showed them.
Oh, and the glow light tetras as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favourites. I've got these in my 1200.
Yeah.
And some gouramis. Nice.
Some black neon and eos.
Beautiful. So how long has Unimati been running now?
For about 14 years now.
Wow.
So.
And this is your third location?
Yeah, it is. Well, you have to try out things before you know where you...
Yeah, and you're settled here now, I guess?
Yeah, totally. I love this place. So, and it seems to me that people like it too.
Yeah.
It's cozy.
Yeah. It's always busy. I mean, I've only been in here twice, but it's always been busy.
Yeah. So.
And
I can't complain.
and you started off as a hobbyist, breeding.
Yeah, breeding Malawis actually. Yeah. And then at some point people were starting buying them, and I started up a store because I had too many aquariums back home. So, so that was the start.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations on an amazing store. I really love it.
Oh, thanks.
It's one of my favourite in terms of like a pure fish store with an aquascaping kind of. Oh, you got some gobies. Look at them.
Yeah, that is.
Rhinogobius.
Yeah, Stifodon.
Stifodon. Yeah, beautiful.
Always bought as CF Rutilaus, but it's Ornatus, Stifodon Ornatus. Or Ornatus.
Yeah.
I'm using my Danish dialect, so.
No problem. These what you call snakeskin barbs.
Yeah,
in the UK.
the Rhombocellatus.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And these guys were so thin when we got them in, so we actually made some films showing how thin they were. They weren't supposed to be sent to us.
Oh, wow.
And then we made a film during 3 weeks when we tried to settle them up.
Yeah.
So.
And what did you feed them to kind of fatten them up?
That was frozen brine shrimp, cyclops, daphnia, and different kinds of dry food.
Okay.
So.
That's done the trick. I love this little section here. So what are these, 10 gallons, 30 litres, 30, 40 litres?
Yeah, 36 litres, yeah.
These are really nano-friendly fish. Let's talk about your labelling system. I really love this.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if the viewers can see, it's not very bright in here. So we've got the full scientific name there.
Yeah. And VF is wild caught.
Oh, wow, okay. And then we've got the
location.
Continent.
Yeah, the continent, yeah.
How big it gets.
Yeah.
And the minimum tank size in length.
Yes.
How the tank size it needs to thrive.
Yeah.
So 60 centimetres, that's 2 feet. Kept in shoals, flat.
Yes.
Carnivorous, so it likes meat foods. Temperature range.
Omnivores.
Omnivore, so it's a carnivore.
So,
sorry, my eyes aren't very good. And then the price. So this is in Danish kroner.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. You can do the maths, guys, if you want to look on Google for exchange rates. This is great. Look at these. So you've got some rocket killifish in here. These look.
I love those little guys.
I did a biotape of these, a little cube in a black water setup.
Yeah.
Really lovely.
That's so cool.
And you've got some sort of tiny little boraras.
Yeah. The smallest fish in the store is the Rhoptalmoides. And then we have one of my favorites, actually. It's the Pusiliosharks weizmanni, one of the predatory small tetras from South America.
Beautiful.
They are so outstanding. Usually they have more coloration in the morning. There have been too many customers today, so too many.
Too much action.
Yeah.
Yeah, disturbing them.
Yeah. But I love that little guy. I never get them to eat dry food, but hey.
And you're using LED lighting on all your tanks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 LED per tank.
Okay.
From JMB, so.
Okay.
It's just.
So more tank, guys, in case you want some more fish. What are these?
Those are the jelly bean tetras. They came in yesterday.
Oh wow.
So they haven't got any coloration yet.
No, still look good.
They are going to be very nice.
Yeah.
It's a small South American tetra. So.
I got some killifish here as well.
Noticed. The good old Australia.
Yeah. Some gouramis.
Yeah. No. Microlepis. Don't know the popular name.
Everyone's favourite. Cardinal tetras.
Actually, it's simulons.
Oh, this is at the car.
Yeah.
They look really blue and red.
Yeah. They are so nice and so easy to keep.
Yeah, I love green neons.
And it's the smallest kind of neon we have, so it's perfect for the smaller scapes. 54 liters or something.
There's so much red on them for a green neon.
You think?
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't normally see
I don't
them
know.
that red. Yeah.
I've never seen them anywhere but me.
Amazing. Just outstanding, the quality of the fish, and I mean, considering you never clean the filters or the substrate, that's just incredible. I mean,
Yeah. I let the fish do it.
yeah.
They need to work to stay here, you know.
Pentazone of arms, love these.
Yeah, so nice. And one of the few fish that actually shows together.
Yeah.
Always a bit jumpy.
Yeah, they're quite shy, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, you've got some for.
Boraptiensis.
Yes, I've kept these.
Yeah. They're going to be outstanding when they settle down.
Yeah.
Really. I got a lot of them because I know they have to be here in the store for about 6 months before I sell them.
Yeah, okay.
So that's okay.
Yeah, let's go through to this room here. More tanks. Viewers are going to love these. Check out all these female betters.
That's a colourful aquarium.
That is. It's a crowd pleaser right there. I had a male short finned, a half moon placat called Nimrod.
Yeah.
I called him Nimrod. I named him after an RAF reconnaissance jet.
Yeah.
And my favourite piece of classical music. And yeah, he died unfortunately a few months ago, and I was really gutted. I mean, he's probably 3 or 4 years old, so I think
It's fair enough then.
yeah. But you know, I never really get an emotional attachment to a fish, but because he was like a real pet,
Yeah.
you know, you came to the surface and you know he really interacted with you. He was a bit of a channel mascot as well. I was really upset. Check out this algae.
Yeah, it's a beautiful algae,
Yeah,
right?
I really like it.
Yeah.
It's like a
That's the splendor of nature.
completely new vibe, isn't it?
Yeah.
The contrast with the fish. Oh, it's great.
So that's why we can't beat nature, you know.
Never thought I'd say I love algae. Yeah.
Well, welcome to Randers.
Yeah. Check out these plex. Golden nugget plex, are these?
No, L200.
L200s. Oh, is that the green phantom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the golden nugget's like brown with the
yellow
spots,
dots,
isn't it?
yeah.
Beautiful. Check him out. He's a bit of a show off, this guy.
And then we have a lot of Geophagus redheads,
Trying to
tapias.
Trying to eat the snail. That's funny.
Yeah, well, it's feeding time.
Yeah.
They're hungry now.
Do you feed at this sort of time normally after the shop's closed?
Yeah, always after the shop closed.
Wow, but let's,
Never before.
We'll get some film of you feeding as well. We're already half an hour in.
Yeah.
We've not seen all the tanks yet. This is a real treat, I'm sure, for the dedicated viewers who aren't impatient and want to watch the whole video. So beautiful male betters here. Beautiful. There was a nice show off.
Yeah, and actually those aquariums were made for shrimp. But you know, learning by doing, and the store was too hot.
Too warm,
Yeah.
low oxygen levels.
Yeah.
For sure.
So now it's going to be for better males.
Yeah.
And then I hope the Aquascape part of the store, you know, the new part,
Yeah.
I would love to make a rack for the shrimp. So we can keep them at 22, 20,
Yeah, that's
23.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, anything from 18 to 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get time to do that this summer.
Hopefully.
And these are closed.
Yeah, okay.
Empty.
More betters. Yeah, well, I'm in Denmark at least once a month at the moment, twice a month. So I'll probably be coming to your store a lot more.
Always welcome.
Yeah. New Aquascape every time I can. Imagine turn all these tanks into full aquascapes. More big tanks here. So these are how big are these? 600 litres?
Yeah, 776 to be precise.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Similar kind of
They are
background.
160 by 6060.
Yeah, amazing. Okay. Is that, have we got more to look at? Oh,
You
sorry,
forgot one room.
We missed a room. This is like they're breeding.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a breeding room, but we don't have time to breed, so
Okay.
so most of the tanks have become sales tanks as well.
Okay. Just so many tanks. I think your key to success is the low maintenance, isn't it? With not having to clean the filters, not having to clean the soil substrate. You just clean the front glass, I guess.
Yeah, and
then do water changes.
Yeah,
and feed the fish.
Yeah, that's it.
And catch the fish for customers.
Yep, hopefully.
Oh, there's some nice big ones over here. Oh, check out this Anubias. Now in my comfort zone, planted tank.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, these are beautiful. Lemon tetras.
Yeah. Starting to colour up now.
Yeah. We've got a bit of a tannin thing going on with the wood. Is that?
Yeah, it's because it's old mangrove.
Ah, this works perfect.
They just colour up for life. So.
Nice. Do you have a favourite fish?
Actually, I do. Yeah. I can show you later.
Should we go and have a look?
And I can't explain you why it's my favorite, but it is.
No problem.
Most people think I will go to the 3,000 liters, but I'm not. I'm going to this guy.
Oh, wow.
The Acanthabetes urophthalmus, a small loach from Sri Lanka.
Is it the behaviour?
Yeah, they're just like little puppies. I can't explain you why, but they have a special place in my heart.
You know, sometimes it's the subtleties in the fish. You know, it doesn't have to be like super colourful or, you know, super like in your face. It's the...
You just gotta love these small guys looking at you, blinking.
Yeah, they're just like...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? Apologies for the shaking.
So that's my favourite. And I guess it will always be that way.
Incredible, mate. Really, really cool.
Well, thank you.
Let's take a little walk around the front of the store. So we can look at some Hardscape and some of your tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can pick during the video what tank I'm going to aquascape in my workshop. So kind of more dry goods. Check out this wood.
Yeah. The
Beautiful.
Millennium
wood. Yeah, so much detail in this stuff.
Yeah.
So many textures. I love the way you're displaying it as well. Everything's like people can pick it up and have a good look at it. It's not all like in one big box where people have to kind of pick it out.
Oh, sorry.
So this is actually artificial, this stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So still sinking and everything else.
Yeah, it looks so natural.
Yeah. It's much easier when you have to catch a malawi or something. You just flip it over.
Yeah. More Hardscape.
And then artificial roots from rock solid as well. Those are also made in.
So this rock solid, is it available in the States or is it mainly Europe?
The name rock solid is in Europe. I'm not sure it's in the States actually.
Might be soon.
Yeah. I could understand if it was so, because it's awesome, really.
Some just really beautiful stones here. More stones, more wood. And then here we've got like the little showroom area of all the tanks. So you big kind of stockist of Blau products, I've noticed.
Yeah, because, well, I think it's nice products.
And good value.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And that's our mission, you know, to inspire.
I think I'll scape this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice size, isn't it? Was it
Yeah.
65, 62 centimetres?
Yeah, 62 by
2 feet.
36. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I'll do a George Farmer classic.
Ah, cool.
Low maintenance, crypts, ferns.
And then I have to maintain it afterwards?
Michael, maybe.
Yeah, Michael will. Yeah. Thanks.
There you go, Michael. It's just great to see. I mean, they're obviously not planted yet, but you can see the potential with the Hardscape. It looks great, really, really great.
It's to inspire people that it doesn't have to be that complex.
No.
Because you inspire a lot. You inspire us, but what the works you're doing are very complex. What we're trying is to start up with the aquascaping here in Denmark at a lower level.
Yeah.
Just to get people started.
Get people on the journey.
Yeah.
Get people started on the journey. And they can learn make mistakes, learn from them and grow.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
And then suddenly some is hooked and going all the way.
Yeah.
So I'm so impressed with you aquascapers, how you can do it.
I think it's not hard, you know, when you're passionate about something, you know, I'm impressed with you keeping 160 tanks.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about what you're passionate about, you know, and it's a bit of hard work, bit of dedication.
Yeah.
That's all it is, really. Okay, I think we've gone through. Have we gone through all the tanks?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, well, we'll do a final bit to the camera. We'll sit down again. Okay, guys, finished the tour. What an amazing store. Hope you agree. Unimati. I'll leave a link to the face. You got a Facebook page and Instagram and website. Yeah. I'll leave all the links in the, and you got YouTube as well.
Yeah, some Danish. So.
Okay. But I'll leave all the links and stuff, so check it out. If you are in Denmark, in the area, definitely worth a visit. I'll put some details when I'm going to do my workshop here, probably in a month or so. And if you can come over to Denmark, or if you're in the local area, then it's a pretty big store. We can fit quite a few people in here, can't we? I reckon we should empty that store, the big storeroom, and then have like about 300 people.
We need to sell the things I have in the store then. Storeroom.
Yes, let's clear everything out. Yeah. But yeah, really hope you enjoyed it, guys. Fascinating store. Come along if you can. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for having me, mate.
Yeah, thanks you so much.
Pleasure, mate.
Pleasure.
Absolute pleasure. We're going to eat some pizza now because I'm starving.
Yeah.
Okay, you take care. Keep on scaping. Cheerio.
Bye.
Awesome.